Okay. I've given this a 3iAtlas title. I just want to say, what if it slingshots around Jupiter? Somebody accused me of moving the goalpost. I'm like, I'm not moving any goalpost. It's absolutely the most confusing thing that we've seen in years from outer space. Okay, I'm almost finished here. Shit. Okay, we got it. Hello, Gamarama and Charles. So, like, if my nose is the sun and we've got some planets, well, it came in like this, went around the sun. Earth is my eye, and over here is Jupiter, and it's kind of like it's already past us, and it's about to go by Jupiter, like in February. And it could just go straight. But it's still doing all these anti-tail things, which could be like slowing down vectors or something. Like, it's so weird. Somebody knows something, and they don't want to tell us. Like, NASA didn't share photos. They were like, government shutdown. The government wasn't shut down. They'd say, well, we were installing new wiper blades that day and we couldn't take photos. Like, they just make up anything they want to pacify us. Yeah, an anti-tail is like if you're in the wind, behind you is the tail. But instead, they've got, imagine a big hairdryer in front of your car. Imagine thrust in front of, yeah, so if you had thrust in front of your car, you're fighting your own thrust. And it has that. And then there's some ominous things different politicians are saying. One was something like, he was like some European country, a small one, and he said, expect biblical events. Events are happening that will be on a biblical level. What does that mean? Noah's Ark is coming back? Jesus is coming back to punish everybody? It's hard to get it. What Donald Trump did with Venezuela is really, I mean, he's a dictator, right? The Venezuela guy. But isn't Trump a dictator by not following his own rules? The rules are you have to ask Congress for permission to start a war and to go kidnap somebody, especially the leader of a sovereign nation. That means they could come kidnap people from our country. Where does it stop? I care so much that I have to like let it go at some level because there's only so much I can do by just being a poor person. I'll feel better when 3iAtlas goes past Jupiter. Like when it just, and that's on its way out of our solar system. Yeah. But it easily could do this braking maneuver and go behind and slingshot directly at us. I think it's coming back. What would be the first thing I say to aliens? Welcome to our planet. Is there anything you need? Where'd you come from? Something simple. Hello, Batty. Jimmy. had some rain, which I would, I don't know if my roof is going to leak and stuff, but it didn't. Probably had a half-inch of rain or something. That was nice. Yeah, giving weed to aliens is probably a good idea. Oh, they're probably bringing us some weed. There's an Australian cartoon, I think they're called Zazis, and there's a couple Bigfoots who smoke weed with one white boomer guy. It's really funny. They're like budget cartoons, but super creative. Maybe good things will happen. Um, why would we go to another planet? For resources. We think there's something there. So they're more advanced than us because they have the ability to travel from another place. So they're going to want resources. Also, let's talk about Trump in Venezuela. Well, if we're going to overtake their country and we've got their leader and they're going to do a kangaroo court show trial, he'll be found guilty and be in jail like Noriega. Who knows what's going to happen? Let's hope nothing happens. It's January. Can't believe it. Oh, I kind of know what I want to talk about. This is kind of like it's a difficult answer. I don't have an answer for it yet. And it's trying to predict the future. And it goes like this. Elon Musk said he would not make a phone because in 6 years we won't have phones anymore. We'll just have a device it is a telephone, but it's not a smartphone with apps. You're just talking to AI constantly. And if AI is taking every job, well, what jobs should we be focusing on today to survive the AI tidal wave? I don't see AI replacing plumbers and electricians and even cattle fence repair. Yeah, you could put out robots to put in some. Yeah, robots could fix a wire fence, and robots could fix a wooden fence. Given enough research in AI, but like, why would you care? All that money just to fix a fence when a human could have done it? If we're really just paying for our replacements, that's kind of dumb. Like, how is AI going to do every job? It just doesn't make sense. Also, software people overpromise. They know how to sell the dream. That's what Bill Gates did. Sorry, my last version had some errors and you got some blue screens, and we really wish that hadn't happened. And well, we got a fix for it now in Windows XP or Windows 98 Me Edition. It's all going to be better. Yeah, we need another $100 from you for this operating license. Oh yeah, your other things won't work because of the security holes that we fixed. Your old software won't work, and so we're going to need another $400 from you. Bill Gates rode that train the whole time. So whatever they're building with AI, these data centers, you know, we don't need data centers. They can just put a server in people's homes and pay for their heating and electricity, because it'd be free heating in the winter, and then in the summer, um, it would need to be air conditioned anyway. It would be air conditioned in the data center, so why not air condition it in somebody's home? But the winter is, you know, mostly free because you're not paying for a heating bill. Bathy says the actual 3D path 3iAtlas avoids all planets. 3D is key. It could be a robotic scout mission that just goes to every galaxy and just does a couple loops and it's gone. I'm not anxious about 3iAtlas. I'd rather have that than Trump's wars. At least alien invasion would be real. I mean, the wars are real too. Been having fun, just laying low. I gotta get working on my dirt bike and clean my carburetor. I wanted to go for a putt a few nights ago and I couldn't. And it wouldn't start because I left it with fuel. What a fool I am. Luckily, I know how to clean carburetors, which is about 10 hours of complaining and a half hour of doing. It's not that hard. It's just taking it out of the motorcycle. Sometimes you got to remove all this crap just to get in there. Nobody likes gas on their hands. I've also got to remove the gas tank, but I just put in 5 gallons of gas in the gas tank, so that makes it 5 times 8, 40 pounds heavier. I guess I'll drain it out. I bought some fuel line that I'm replacing also. I'm hoping I can just